Well, why didn't you say so? If you didn't kill her, there's no point in holding you. Got that down, Brock?
Blast you, let me go. I didn't kill her.
Good. Can't blame us for being suspicious, Conway.
Yeah, you can't trust people nowadays.
But now we got it in writing. Conway says he didn't do it.
All right. Can I go?
In a minute. Now, let's see. You say on Wednesday you went to a movie in the afternoon. Stayed there till about 6. Had dinner around 7:30. Then went to your hotel room about 9 and read till 11.
Oh, I can prove every minute. The hotel clerk, and bellboys, and, well, there's the telephone operator.
Sure. Only one thing. What were you doing in a movie on Wednesday afternoon?
I told you I'm a traveling salesman. I was in Brookside, till I like other little towns. They close the shops on Wednesday afternoons.
Good, that ties it up nice and tight. Right, Brock?
Couldn't be tighter.
Well, I can go then?
Well, you're all set for Wednesday.
All right, then. I'd better call my office.
Just a minute. Only one thing, Mr. Conway. The coroner says the murder took place on Thursday, between 5 and midnight.
What are you getting at?
I'm awful sorry, Mr. Conway. Now that we got Wednesday all tied up, we got to go through it all over again for Thursday. Now, where were you on Thursday? Afternoon and evening. We're in no hurry. So think hard, Mr. Conway. Think real hard.
It's clear now they were playing cat and mouse with you, weren't they, Larry? A couple of small-town cops have been to too many movies, and you're too tired to think. You drained your mind trying to put Wednesday together, and now, when you try to move on to Thursday, all you can find in your memory is a big blotch of time, the hours all mixed up.
Try it again, Mr. Conway.
I'm tired. I loved her so much. It's been an awful strain here. Listen, I can't stand this third degree. I want a lawyer.
You're going to have to account for Thursday sooner or later.
Look, if I'd killed her, would I have tried to telephone her? Sent her a telegram? Risked my neck going to her house?
Maybe.
Look, it's not up to me to prove where I was. I don't have to say anything. It's up to you to prove I was at her house the night she was killed. Go on. Go ahead and prove it.
Okay, Conway. We're holding you tonight on suspicion of murder. Tomorrow morning, we'll all go down to Southport together and get to work on Thursday. That's fair enough, huh?
Now, listen to this. You remember me.
Wait a minute, Conway.
Yes, officer?
This man says he was here in this hotel on Thursday. Do you remember him?
Oh, why, yes. He asked me for his mail, and there wasn't any for him.
You remember everyone who asked for mail?
No, but I remember him. He made quite a point of it. Something important, he said.
About what time was it?
Well, let's see. The mail comes in at 5. I finished sorting it about 5:30, so
So it was sometime after that?
Yes.
Thanks. So far, so good. Brock?
Yeah. Where to now, Chief?
That's up to Mr. Conway.
Well, I went up to my room and tried to call Hazel on the phone, but there wasn't any answer.
Naturally.
And then, well, let's see. I went out for dinner. Grand Cafe.
Right. Okay, Brock. Next stop, Grand Cafe.
Yes, I remember. He went over the menu with me and decided on the Thursday special. Corned beef and cabbage. And when he was leaving, he forgot his change, and I called him back.
I see. Now, you remember all your customers that well?
I remember him, officer. He left me $1 tip.
Huh. Made a point of that, too, didn't you, Conway?
Now, see here, Healy.
Never mind. That's all, waiter. Thanks.
You're quite welcome, sir. If there's anything else...
See here, Healy.
Never mind. That's all, waiter. Thanks.
You're quite welcome, sir. If there's anything else that
Sure, we'll call you. All right, Conway. So you left the restaurant, went back to the room at the hotel.
That's right. You see, I wanted
Now, why
to...
didn't you answer your telephone? You told the operator to call you every 20 minutes. At 9:15, she called and no one answered.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Minutes. At 9:15, she called and no one answered.
Well, you didn't let me finish. I went to my room to get a letter I'd forgotten to mail, and...
then
well,
what?
Then I went out to a movie.
The guy likes movies.
Which movie, Conway?
The Globe.
I see. And what with double features and all, you were there from 7 to 11.
That's right.
Now, this is the what it really counts, Conway. Hazel Reed died sometime between 5 and midnight, you know.
Yes, I know.
Would anyone remember you at the theater?
Why, I think the ticket girl would remember me.
Why? Because you're so good looking, or maybe you made a point of that, too, huh?
Tell me, Conway, If you were so anxious about Hazel Reed, if you told the operator to call her every 20 minutes, why did you go out to a movie?
Well, Lieutenant, she'd put me through quite an ordeal, and I wanted to give her some of her own medicine. I was hoping she'd call while I was out.
You know, either you're lying, or you're taking the hardest way of telling the truth I ever saw.
Well, you do believe me, don't you?
I'll let you know after we talk to that ticket girl. Brock, get us a cab, will you?
Yes, Larry, everything depends on that ticket girl. If she remembers you, the 4 hours during which Hazel Reed was killed are accounted for. And Brock and Healy will have to find themselves some other unfortunate suspect to bludgeon. But you're sure she'll remember you? Brock was right, wasn't he? You did make a special point of it.
Well, Conway, you said Globe Theater, didn't you? And this is the Globe.
Well, wait a minute. That's not the same girl.
What?
There was a different girl in the box office last Thursday.
Huh. We'll check with the manager. Okay, come on, let's go inside.
Yes, I know it was important, but all I know is that her name is Minnie Williams. She's only on temporarily.
Until when?
Well, she worked up till last night.
It's very important that we find her. Do you know where she lives?
Well, she was a stranger in town, and as a matter of fact, I haven't got her address in the payroll records. This Williams girl was around to fill in for a few days. She's paid out of the regular cashier's pay envelope.
Then Minnie Williams was just a fill-in, recommended by your steady cashier. So they must be friends.
I suppose so.
What? What's her name? Where can we get in touch with her?
Only thing is, she left town and never told anybody where. You see, Miss Williams was slow in handling her money. Too slow to work steadily. So I'd let her go and promote one of the usherettes to steady cashier.
Does anybody here know where Miss Williams lives?
No, she didn't mix much with the help.
Listen, it's a matter of life and death.
Just a minute, Conway. Can you give us any help at all?
Wait a minute. Seems to me the projectionist. Let me check with him, will you? Be right back.
You can feel the cold sweat break out between your shoulder blades and roll slowly down your back. The whole plan, the whole ingenious scheme hangs on that ticket girl. Yes, Larry, this was something you couldn't foresee on that Thursday night you decided to kill Hazel Reed.
Well, I just talked to him. She lives in Walnut Street. Here's her address.
Thanks.
Lucky break, huh? I mean the projectionist, remember.
Yeah, lucky break.
I got a cab right here, Chief. What's the address?
We're sorry to bother you, Miss Williams. My name is Healy. This is Sergeant Brock.
How do you do?
And this, Miss Williams, is Mr. Conway. I want you to take a good look at him.
I don't understand.
Just tell me this. Have you ever seen Mr. Conway before?
I don't know. I might have, but...
At the theater last Thursday. I was the one
Wait
who
a
made...
minute, Conway. We'd like to know, Miss Williams, whether or not this gentleman bought a theater ticket at the Globe last Thursday night.
Why, that... Oh, but you see, I can't...
Try to remember, Miss Williams.
Well, he might have. I don't know. He might have. But I can't remember everybody who buys a ticket.
Listen, Miss Williams. I stood in line. I asked what time it was, and what time the feature went on, and what was playing.
Oh, but there are lots of
The fellow
people
in back
who...
of me got impatient. He started to make remarks. I thought you'd shortchange me, and, well, I kind of raised a fuss, I guess. And, oh, you must remember, Miss Williams.
I don't know, honest. There's so many people who are just like that I...
Try, Miss Williams.
No, I don't. I don't remember.